Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we are strapping on our life vests and taking a deep dive into a major coastal hub, the Channel Islands Harbor in Ventura County, California.
And this isn't just a picturesque location, right? It's a serious economic and recreational engine.
Absolutely.
And all our sources confirm that 2026 is shaping up to be a year of radical transformation for its infrastructure.
Right.
It's really kicking off what's going to be a multi-year overhaul.
For sure. The documents you shared with me, I'm talking director statements, construction timelines, environmental plans, even the event schedules. It all shows millions of dollars being invested to modernize this facility for its 61st year.
Exactly.
So our mission today is to really distill all of that and give you a complete strategic picture of why the harbor is fundamentally changing, both on the water and, well, on the land.
And what's great about this material is that it's not about short-term fixes. I mean, we're looking at a clear, long-term strategic vision here. It blends immediate construction updates with planning documents that stretch all the way out to 2028. This is really about ensuring community growth and, building an infrastructure that can genuinely handle the next few decades of use.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Where should we start?
Let's start right on the water with the financial and competitive landscape, because the marina game is consolidating. And it's consolidating fast.
Right.
We have to talk about the growing dominance of Suntex Marinas.
Dominance is absolutely the right word. Suntex has been systematically expanding its footprint. In November of 2025, they finalized the acquisition of two more major long-term leases.
Vintage Marina and Channel Islands Harbor Marina.
That's right. And when you talk about long-term leases, for listeners who might not be steeped in coastal management,
Right.
I mean, these are the fundamental contracts.
Yeah, they allow a private company to operate a public amenity, essentially controlling where boaters dock for decades to come.
Exactly. So if you add those two newest acquisitions to their existing stable, which already included Marine Emporium Landings, Bahia, Peninsula Yacht, Seaside Boatyard, and Westport.
Wait, so that means Suntex now manages 8?
8 long-term leases in this one harbor. It is a staggering consolidation of power.
Given how fragmented harbor management usually is, what does that level of consolidation really signal for, the future economic viability of smaller operators, or even just pricing for boaters?
Well, it signals efficiency, standardization, and most likely a level of capital investment that, frankly, independent operators might struggle to match.
Right. Suntex is a massive national brand.
A massive brand. And their strategy here is clearly to corner the market on modernized slips. The benefit for the harbor, though, is that these large-scale operators have the capital to execute the expensive, long-delayed construction projects we are now seeing.
And the most immediate, most visible example of that capital has to be the Bahia Yacht Marina Replacement Project.
Well, for sure.
This is a massive undertaking. Construction officially started way back in the last week of February 2025.
This project is the perfect example of the whole transformation narrative. They are replacing 84 older, more restrictive slips with, I think it's 91 to 94 new ones.
Sources offer a slight range, yeah.
Right. But the story is the same. They're moving from just quantity and age to quality and size. The new infrastructure features a modern floating concrete system, enhanced utilities, and, this is critical, the new slips can accommodate vessels from about 27 feet all the way up to 130 or 131 feet.
Wow, so that's a facility built for the current generation of yachting.
Precisely. And looking at the timeline, the sources indicate that as of right now, early 2026, this project is basically done. They're just attending to minor details.
The wrap-up date was expected to be December 2025 or January 2026, so it's ready for use.
But here's the incredible piece of history, the context for how difficult these coastal projects are. While we're seeing this finished product in early 2026, the original plans for this replacement, they were approved by the California Coastal Commission way back on January 7, 2009. 2009, wait a second, so that's a full 17 years of planning, permitting, and waiting for construction to wrap up.
17 years.
That's a whole generation of kids who grew up watching this specific project just sit in various stages of development. It really emphasizes the long-term thinking required here.
It's the definition of a long game. And Bahia is simply the first domino for Suntex.
Right.
We know that after this, their plans shift to replacing the Peninsula Yacht anchorage next, plus other slips in the Eastern Channel. And Vintage Marina, their newest acquisition, is already in the planning stages for its own dock rebuild.
But to be fair, it's important to note Suntex isn't the only major player driving this modernization. Safe Harbor Anacapa Isle Marina is also deep into its own significant upgrades.
Absolutely. Safe Harbor has been continuously upgrading its docks and facilities since late 2023, and their completion is also right around the corner. And this is a major facility. It has 420 slips, from smaller 15-foot boats up to 104-foot yachts.
And they're offering what the modern boater expects in terms of luxury, right? Premium amenities like a hot tub, fitness center, swimming pool, even a tennis court.
So whether you dock with Suntex or Safe Harbor, the entire boating landscape of the harbor is being upgraded at the same time.
That really summarizes the nautical side of it. But if we pivot to the land, we should reference the Harbor Department Director, Michael Tripp. He tied all these investments together.
Right. He emphasized that these marine improvements alone represent millions of dollars being invested to improve the harbor's boating facilities.
And that investment is directly mirrored by a huge overhaul on the land side, too.
Yeah.
With this really serious, unified horizon date of 2028 for the biggest projects.
It's almost like 2028 is the new opening day for the whole harbor experience.
That's a great way to put it. Let's start with the operational heart of the harbor, the new Harbor Department headquarters.
Yep.
The old one has been vacant since 2017.
And it was finally mercifully demolished in late 2025.
So now, in early 2026, groundwork is scheduled to begin, with construction starting later this year.
And the anticipation is high because the new modern facility is also slated to open in M 2028. It should significantly improve service efficiency for everyone.
And then you have what might be the most impactful change for tourists and locals, the transformation of Fisherman's Wharf.
Ah, yes. The redevelopment into Carl's Village.
Exactly. The sources confirm the Carl's team will begin demolition of the existing structures shortly to make way for their ambitious vision.
This is definitely the biggest change to the visitor experience in decades.
And the vision is important. It's planned to open in 2028 as a thoughtfully designed, family-friendly destination. It's not just about replacing old retail.
No, it's adding new dining, new retail, and new gathering spaces. It's fundamentally redefining that whole section of the coastline.
And finally, rounding out the big three construction projects targeting that same 2028 opening is the Hyatt House Hotel.
Right, on the peninsula property. The developer is continuing to secure the necessary permits and financing.
Which is essential for expanding overnight accommodations and, bolstering the tourism infrastructure you'll need to support this revamped harbor.
Seeing these three major landside projects, the Harbor HQ, Carl's Village, and the new hotel all marching toward that 2028 finish line, it really confirms that the transformation is broad. It spans every part of the harbor's operation.
From administration to commerce and recreation, yeah.
Here's where it gets really interesting. We transition from that strategic, long-term economic investment to the immediate local commitment.
Because these massive construction projects are only one part of the harbor's public mandate, right?
Exactly. The other half is ensuring the community and the environment are just as well supported.
And one of the greatest success stories in the source material is the White Sea Bass Enhancement Program. It's a major marine conservation effort run right out of the harbor.
Since 1992, this program has successfully released over 3 million white sea bass into Southern California waters.
3 million. That number is just staggering. It reflects decades of dedicated environmental work.
And 2026 sees that cycle continue. 10,000 baby white sea bass are expected to arrive in March.
They'll be raised in nearshore pens, right near the Channel Islands sport fishing docks, where they'll spend about 6 months getting big enough to survive in the wild.
And this is a truly hands-on opportunity for marine conservation for you as the listener. Volunteers are absolutely crucial during the 6-month period.
I need help with daily tasks, like feeding the fish, monitoring the water quality, checking fish health, and just general pen maintenance.
It's real, tangible work supporting the local ecosystem.
And they're also calling for immediate physical volunteer action on the infrastructure side, too.
Right. They are specifically asking for community help on Saturday, January 24th at 9 a.m. to help start the physical replacement of the dock structure.
So you can literally contribute to the modernization effort. They suggest boots, gloves, workable clothing.
And for those who might prefer planning and advocacy over demolition and fish feeding, there's the Channel Islands Neighborhood Council.
This all-volunteer group plays a critical liaison role, connecting residents with the city of Oxnard and Ventura County.
Their focus is extremely local and highly relevant. Issues like water quality, harbor safety, even airport noise.
And their next meeting is Thursday, February 19th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Pacific Corinthian Yacht Club. if you want to get involved.
Okay, so switching gears from infrastructure and governance to celebration and recreation. The sources confirm that the successes of the harbor's 60th anniversary in 2025 are carrying forward.
Yeah, as new traditions for 2026.
We're talking established favorites, like Chowderfest, which is now a recurring signature event.
Hosted by the Maritime Museum, right.
Yeah.
But also newer concepts like the concerts on the sea and the holiday paddles, which were so popular, they're now ongoing traditions.
It shows the community is eager for new ways to experience the waterfront.
And for education and culture, the Channel Islands Maritime Museum provides that year-round engagement. They have incredible exhibits.
The handcrafted model, ships by Edward Marples.
And fine artwork that is genuinely historic. I mean, some pieces are more than 400 years old.
Wow. And if you want to catch a specific educational event this winter, you should mark your calendar for their speaker series. You can hear Beneath Pacific Tides with Dr. Aaron Satterthwaite on Thursday, January 15th.
Continuing that theme of hands-on education, Real Guppy Outdoors is a standout organization.
Oh, they offer fantastic programming like the Saturday rod building classes and guest speakers.
Plus, they host a free fishing event every fourth Sunday of the month at the Port Hueneme Pier.
And they have a premiere event coming up soon. Real Guppy's newest Anglers Fishing Show debuts Friday, February 5th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Maritime Museum.
And that event is open to the public and includes a museum tour, so it's a great way to start your weekend.
Looking ahead seasonally, the calendar is just consistently packed. Spring, for example, features the celebration of the Whales Festival in April.
Always spectacular. And the 16th Annual Safe Boating Expo. That expo is fantastic because it features live, hands-on demos from air, sea, and land response teams.
Then summer, of course, brings the big draws. 4th of July fireworks, and the return of the free concerts in the park and concerts on the sea.
And to round out the year, fall and winter will feature family favorites like the Parade of Frights in October, 2 separate lighted boat parades, and the 60th Annual Holiday Parade of Lights.
But the best news for you is that thanks to California's mild year-round temperatures, most of the harbor's core activities are available 12 months a year.
Which means you can always book a fishing charter. Channel Islands Sport Fishing and Hook's Landing are ready to take you out.
And they're targeting catches like halibut, rockfish, yellowtail.
And seasonal white sea bass, yeah. And don't forget, whale watching is in full swing right now and continues all the way through May.
If you want to captain your own ship, rentals are abundant. You can grab kayaks, paddleboards, bikes.
Through Wheel Fun Rentals, Zachary Dunes, Henry's, and they even have those Harbor Hopper electric boats that can seat up to 12 people for a fun tour.
And all that activity builds an appetite, right? So the dining scene is robust, with spots like Mukika, Fisherman's Catch, and Waterside offering fantastic waterfront experiences.
If we connect this to the bigger picture,
What's fascinating here is how all these different elements, the marina upgrades, the new headquarters, the retail village, the volunteer work, the events, they all contribute to this one unified vision of the harbor.
it's more than just activity. It's a cohesive, multi-million-dollar investment strategy. It's designed to enhance the physical facilities, ensuring long-term vibrancy.
While balancing commerce, recreation, and environmental stewardship all at the same time.
Exactly. The sources show a harbor that is actively positioning itself to thrive for decades to come.
So what does this all mean? It means the Channel Islands Harbor isn't just celebrating past anniversaries. It's actively preparing for decades of growth, prioritizing the modernization of its infrastructure.
It's a remarkable story of planning, especially when you consider that a major project like Bahia, which is just wrapping up now, was conceptually approved way back in 2009.
That long-term planning, I think, is the most significant takeaway. We've discussed projects like Carl's Village and the new Harbor HQ that won't even open until 2028.
Right, which reflects years, if not a decade or more, of necessary conceptualization and permitting.
Yeah.
So we encourage you to think about what large-scale projects you interact with every day. A highway, a shopping center, a public building, and consider that they were first conceived more than a decade ago. And think about how that exceptionally long development timeline shapes the final user experience you have today.
As you reflect on those massive timelines, remember you can be part of the immediate excitement by checking out the extensive events calendar. You can find it on the Harbor's official sites like cimbc.org or visit oxnard.com.